Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we are going to do some very realistic crashes with the Stig. All of these crashes will be based on like a possible real scenario or things that do happen in real life, and all of them will be less insane because a lot of the other crashes I've done with him are really insane crashes that are much more brutal than a real crash you would have in real life. The goal of this video is to have crashes that are like what you could have in real life. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a duplication of the IIHS, safety test where they have the small overlap, the medium overlap, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to start right here and just do one of those tests if we could get the truck lined up. I think it's okay. No, it's not. That truck is not lined up at all. The easiest way to line it up is just to reset it right in front of it. Like that. There we go. Then you don't have to come in at such a steep angle, and it makes it a little bit easier to put it in the little row. There we go. And they do these tests at 40 miles per hour. So that is what we'll do. Let's bring this thing up to about 40, perfect, about 40, 39, 40, all around there, that's good. And then let's see what happens. Slow motion is on. How is the Stig? Oh, his hands, his wrists are broken. Like his wrists just slammed into the windshield. They're probably broken there. And he's okay looking. Like that does not look like a deadly crash to me. Speed it up just a bit. He looks sad, though. He just looks sad. He looks like, oh, I crashed. He's all sad. He's like, I didn't want to crash. I'm the Stig. I don't crash, but he did. Here's what it looks like from the inside. He's like, oh. I wonder what it would look like if you're him while you do the crash. That would probably be weird. But just looking at this, though, that looks like he'd be fine. Like, that's not going to kill him. He's the Stig. That's nothing. Alright, so let's see what happens if we do this from the interior. It's going to be a little hard to line it up probably from the interior, so let's line it up on the exterior. Not exactly correctly lined up. There we go. It's about 40 miles per hour. We'll do this at 8 times slow. Well, okay, it's like 45. Oh well. Okay, my hands are off. Oh no! The camera is kind of moving with him, but then it'll eventually stop. Look at my speedometer. It's so... Oh, I just slammed my face into the steering wheel. That is great. Yeah, that hurts. That's not a soft steering wheel either. That's like a race steering wheel where it's a chunk of metal right here. That's gonna hurt. He actually kind of held up that time. He didn't, like, fall forward or anything. His hands are even on the wheel still. Maybe that one was slower than the last one, because the truck still runs additionally. Or maybe it was just the angle it crashed at. Either way, Stig is fine. Stig is totally fine. He can keep driving. His neck's a little busted up, though. You see his neck? Looks like his head's all bobbling around for a bit. Maybe not. Maybe it's okay. Either way, Stig is going to go for another run. If he can see. He can't see, so then he crashed. And now he's off. He's just, I'm done. I'm out of here. Poor Stiggy. Alright, next. We're going to do a medium overlap or a small overlap. Which one were we doing? I wasn't paying attention. I'm just like, I want to crash. I want to crash. What kind of overlap is it? I don't care. I want to crash. I think that one was the small overlap. I think. I'm really not sure. Oh well. No, this is the small overlap, isn't it? Yeah, this is the small overlap. You're going a little faster, but that's fine. It's not like we're doing really scientific work here. We just want to see how the Stig does. So this is the small overlap. Here we go. Doesn't look too much worse than the other one so far. Speed it up a bit. Yeah, looked about the same in terms of how much damage it did to him. About the same speed. The only difference was the overlap amount. That one was less, I'm pretty sure. Stig in here, I fell. Car still works, Stig's just broken. Need a new Stig. Just relaxing, he's just laying down. Oh, jeez. Now the car's broken. I just got it stuck. Whoopsie. Alright, we could try that one from the interior as well, just to see what happens. See if I'm going to actually do this one extra fast this time. So that way we can definitely dislodge him while we're in first person mode, because I think that would look just really unusual. I don't even care if I hit the block right. Alright, so we hit that. We are still part of his head. We are still in his head. And then he is not part of us anymore. The Stig, this is like an out-of-body experience right here. That's weird looking. Now if we look straight, he's just, Stig's done. Stig's like, Oh, his hand got stuck in the steering wheel. What is that, Stig? What are you doing? He's digging straight into the engine and trying to repair the truck. That's what it is. He just jabbed his hand straight through the dash and he's trying to repair the engine. Unfortunately, his hand is too short. Otherwise, it would be fully functional right now. because he is the Stig after all. So those are the first kind of realistic crashes we're doing. Those are the kinds of crashes that the IIHS would do. They are based exactly on how they would do, like how they have to overlap and all that. The next thing I think we should do just for fun is this right here. There we go. Oh! See, I don't know exactly what that would be like the equivalent of hitting, but it's fun to watch the truck fling when you hit that thing. So this one may not be exactly super realistic. This one would be like, say, maybe hitting a low wall, but I don't know. We're going to do it at 40 miles per hour though, because that's like a very reasonable speed. 40, 45, somewhere around there. 46, that's around there. 45, there we go. See? So 8 times slower, maybe 100 even. Stig is, he doesn't even know his tire just broke. Oh, we're going to go over it this time. No way. No way. Nope. Now the Stig just, oh, he just stopped. He don't know what just happened. And going full speed it. That truck really doesn't look that damaged for how much it pushed the Stig out of the way. All the force was kind of just absorbed by the suspension, so you can't really see how bad that was. Stig's just, he fell over. He's down. Nope. Alright, I want to do this one in the interior full speed. Just cuz. Full speed on this one. We're not going to move the camera or anything. We're just going to see what it looks like in full speed with the Stig. What? I missed. Well, no, I didn't miss because the tires are definitely ruined. I just didn't hit it good. That was weird. I didn't miss, though. I just hit bad. That wasn't me, man. That was just unlucky. There we go. Oh, my goodness. You just see his hands freaking out. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands. And then they just kind of go wherever. Like, where is his hand going now? I don't know. It looks like it's kind of on his knee. Can we tell from here? Yeah, it's kind of on his knee. The other hand is trying to adjust his mirror, it looks like. I think that's not going to help, Stiggy. You need to do some more than just adjust your mirror. It's not going to do well for you. And that is all of the predefined kind of crash things that are right here. But then the next idea is, what about crashes that could happen in real life? Like being T-boned by an idiot who's not paying attention where they're going while they run a stoplight or something. Something like that. So that's what we're going to try now. So we're going to need another vehicle for this. And just for fun, we could have both of them have a Stig. Just so it's, I mean, why not? If they both have a Stig, you get 2 drivers to watch at once. Sounds like fun to me. So let's use, I wish I could have 2 separate colors per vehicle. As far as I know, there's no way to, though. Sure, that color will work. Why not? I think it'll work fine. Okay, so I think we're going to use this car as the one that gets hit. This will be the one that gets hit. The other one will do the hitting. And you ever see the Stig getting a crash? It's like very rare. It's happened like twice. Just so weird to think about that. In one video, I've crashed multiple times more than the Stig ever has. At least that they tell you about. I don't think the Stig really would make a habit of crashing things, though. That just doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem right to even think about that. Hey, look, the colors changed. Accidentally. How weird. Well, I know exactly why it happened. I just didn't expect it. So let's see. So this guy, he's just going through an intersection or something, then the traffic in front of him stops, so he has to stop. And this guy's an idiot. He's like, I gotta get past this light. He doesn't know that they just stopped. And before you know it, he was real speeding. He was going like 60 miles per hour. He was speeding along, trying to get through that light. Realistic scenario as far as I'm concerned. And, ooh, that looks bad. Like that's the Stig on the left really got hit. The one on the right, he looks like he's alright. He kind of got his neck a little twisted up. He don't look too bad. The one in the other truck, though, things aren't looking good for him. He's even upside down. Oh, you know what? That's terrible to think about. The guy who was the one who ran the light and did all the illegal stuff, he's the one that's okay. The one that was just stopping in the middle of the road, kind of legally because the traffic was stopping. You know, maybe it wasn't entirely legal, but it could have been an honest mistake. He's flown out of the truck almost, and all over the place. The guy who broke the law, he's still holding on to the steering wheel. Well, maybe not holding on, but he's still in front of it until gravity pulled him away from it when it flipped over. It's actually kind of amazing that both vehicles flipped in that crash. That is just really odd. Alright, so next idea. Let's say you're driving on a 2-lane road, or 1-lane road, or whatever you want to call it. It depends on your definition. Some people say it's weird. Like, some people say 2 lanes means one way, one the other way. it's the other way sometimes. Or 2 lanes means 2 one way, 2 the other way. It's like, why can't people agree on which way to say it? I think it's just me though. I think I just have a couple of people who are dumb who say it's both, like say it wrong. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and say these 2 cars are gonna do a kind of head-on-ish collision at reasonable speeds of like 60, like it's a highway kind of crash. So here we go. And who's at fault? They're both at fault. It's almost symmetrical. They both slam their heads into the windshield. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. That crash was, that absorbed a lot of G's right there. It stopped real fast. Alright, let's see if there's any big difference between the 2. This one, his hand's in the dash a bit. This one, whoops. His actually hands are kind of in the dash too. That was a real similar crash for both vehicles. I mean, as you would kind of expect. Look at that, he's just all, wait a minute, you put your butt through the steering wheel, or your leg through the steering wheel or something. What is that nonsense? He didn't do that, did he? Did this one do that? No, no way. Nope. He didn't put his, he went around the steering wheel like you would expect. He's actually leaning on it. His chest got hit by it. That's not good. Alright, now for the stupid crashes. They're somewhat realistic. Let's say you're driving along and then, I don't know, something flying through the air and then crashing into this. That's why you should wear your seatbelt. That wouldn't have been that bad if you wore your seatbelt, but he didn't wear his seatbelt, so he bounced all over inside of the truck. Getting bruises all over the place, and the truck's totally fine. It's all his fault. And by the way, this one right here, the one that I didn't use, I believe that is for just crashing a car into a car. That's what it's used for. I didn't need it though because I could just use it like this. Right into the parked car. I wonder, let's see. Does it look more brutal one way or another if one vehicle's in motion and one isn't? Like technically, I would think they should both absorb the same amount of force. But I just wonder if you could like see a significant difference between the 2. So let's go ahead and test that out. So let's say he was stopped at a stoplight and, I don't know, something head-on collision. I don't have a real good excuse for how this would happen. So I'll go a little slower, about 50, 60 in there. Perfect. So there's the hit. He's going into the dash, so is he. Looks pretty similar so far. Looks about the same. Like, yeah, the trucks had different crush angles and stuff. But the amount of force that the dummy, or the Stig, I should say, not the dummies. I mean, they're both. They're dummies and the Stig, depending on my mood. But, it seemed like they kind of experienced the same amount of force. And they put them at very similar angles. I mean, physics says that's what should happen, so I have no complaints. So here's the next dumb idea. Somebody is on the freeway, and then suddenly there is huge amounts of traffic, and they have to come to a stop. And then the other guy behind him, he doesn't pay any attention at all. He's just going along, and then, oh my goodness, there's the people stopped in front of me. Oh man, look at that. That suspension leaning into this. And then he rear ends him. Logic says the Stig in the front should be better off than the one in the back, but I'm not sure. Okay, so he fell down. How's the Stig in the front? Stig in the front looks alright. Stig in the front's just, yeah, I got hit. I don't care. Hands are not on the steering wheel, but his body's still up. He didn't fall over or anything. Well, he fell over, but he didn't fall forward. And interestingly enough, this truck took that beating amazingly. It just looks like his tailgate is pushed in a bit, like somebody might have just like backed into it. But that truck looks like he smashed into something. That's kind of interesting. I didn't expect that to happen. Whoa. Don't go flipping over here, truck. Calm down. Ooh. That's a good idea for something, though. What if we do that? What if we just, let's say we were driving along and then somehow we rolled over. I don't know how we're going to exactly accomplish it. We could cheat it, or we could just try to roll over on the flat ground. Now that's too hard. Let's just do it the easy way. So the idea is just you're driving along and then something happens and you end up rolling over. Like it happens in real life. You're driving on the freeway, you fall asleep, you kind of go off the embankment and you roll over. Like that. Oh, this one doesn't have the slow-mo. Oh, we can't watch the Stig. Oh, wrong vehicle. Okay, this vehicle is the one then. 'Cause this one has a slow-mo, see? I really wish there was an indicator that told you. That'd be real helpful. Alright, so you're driving along, and then, oh no! Ooh, jeez. That's flying. That is totally different. That is flying. That's not just rolling over. Rolling over is like this. There we go. So he's in the air, he did a whole flip, and he's holding onto the wheel. Oh, but then he's like, oh wait, I'm the Stig, and he's gonna land it perfect, right? Nope. But he did really close to landing it good. Real close. He's still sitting upright. Oh, now he fell forward because like he was falling forward before I crashed, but the crash really pushed him forward. Truck itself looks fine. Stig, on the other hand, he has had too much of this. There's a lot of G's imparted under his body through that roll. The truck absorbed it in a way where you couldn't tell, but he still had to experience some forces going through him to make him fall off the steering wheel. Let's do it again. This one's going to be different angles, so it should be interesting. Oh, he fell out of his chair. That's why you need to wear your seatbelt, man. You need your seatbelt. Now he's just bouncing around inside. Oh, and now rolled over again. Poor guy. He's just bouncing in there. Truck's busted. Now, there's one thing I want to try as well, but it's not realistic. I'll just say that. It's not realistic just dropping him. Like, you're driving along, and oh my goodness, there's a cliff, and you accidentally drive off of it. So this is a lot less than a lot of like when I did the sun. This one's like a reasonable amount, sort of, if you drive off a very small cliff or a hill. Let's say you were, how about you were trying to set one of those records where you jump the buses or something. That's probably about the amount of force you'd get, except you missed your landing and the angle was terrible, so you have it very violently like that. And he fell through the seat, and he is no good. Oh, his head is stuck in the steering wheel. That looks funny. It looks like somebody who got their head stuck in, like, you know, babies, how they get their head stuck in a banister. That's what it made me think of. And I say that because I did that. Yes, I was one of those few babies that's stupid enough to get his head stuck in somewhere real obvious. Never got over that stupidity, have I? Still shows. Anyways, let me think. What else is there that's somewhat realistic? Oh! What if we, let's go to a different map for this, but what if we're driving along and we, like, we spin out and crash into something? Let's go that. So let's do a different map for this one, though. So we can get out of here. And let's go to, what's it called? That one map right here, this one, East Coast, USA. There's no Stig in this thing. What is this nonsense? Get out of here with your no Stigness. We want the normal. Let's use the custom. We used the off-road before, so let's use the custom. Get a nice yellow color. I like yellow. I want a yellow car someday. So this one has lots of power, so it makes it real likely that you're driving along, just like, oh, la 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 la. And, except you're the Stig, which means you shouldn't really crash, but assuming you weren't the Stig, I don't know. Oh no, I drift too good, too hard, and wow, I can't believe that actually held on. And, ooh, hello. Hey, look, he's gonna fall out the door if he could. I'm trying to bail out here. No, you stay in this thing. Ooh. How you doing, man? He's just like, I'm not doing good. All falling over and stuff. Don't worry, we could get a new one of you. I wonder if we could get him to fall off if we were off-roading. Like, you just off-road so hard you fall out of your car. Well, out of your seat, I should say. You can't fall out of your car. It'd be cool if you could. But not in this version, at least. Alright, let's do this at more reasonable speed. Let's go, like, highway speed, and then we spin out. So it's like, oh, no. And he's gonna make it look... Oh, he did not make it through the... I thought he was gonna miss that tree. And that bashed him about. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately, but you could see just what we saw. That was a violent hit on him. I wouldn't be surprised if that would have caused real serious injury, even though it didn't look like we were moving that fast when we hit it. Because we were actually, you know, probably going about 50 miles per hour when we hit. It was just deceptive because I was in slow-mo right before he crashed, and that's not good. Let's slow it down a bit. Can't see well. Can kind of see him still. There we go. Crashing right here. His hands are off the wheel. Aww. And he's falling backwards. Just, ugh. Too much force. Too violent. He's still sitting upright, though, kind of. He's ready for more. Look at it. He's still sitting upright-ish. That's fine. He can still drive. He just has some back pain now. That's all. He hurt his back a bit, so he gets to lean. He needs some lean. Still leaning. He's leaning more now. I think that might be classified as a little more than a lean. I think he's laying down by about now. Yeah. Now he's just laying down. Can't drive a car like that. I mean, the Stig could try, sure. But I don't know how well that will go. Just so relaxed. Just so relaxed. I like the way it just looks funny. Just him laying in the car. Just relaxing. Alright, so now I want to try off-roading so hard that he falls out. So we're going to go to a good off-road map for that. One of the ones I like. Called... I don't know the name. Off-road Crawl. It has like 4 names, so I never know what to call it. But let's go here. Okay, so I mostly want to do the testing on the actual off-road course. But since we're here, we might as well do something on these little cement bumps real quick. So let's just let's do something really quick. Like, let's do a real hard hit. Just slam into him at full speed with a normal, not off-road truck. Oh, he held on through that. Well, shoot, if he can do that, he'll probably be fine for the actual off-roading, actually. Oh, well. It's all good. If he's fine, that's good. I mean, it's not necessarily bad. I wanted to know what would happen. So let's go and make our way to the actual off-road course, and we'll see how he does. And I'm not going to drive the course in a way to accomplish it, per se. I'm going to drive it where everything is as violent as possible. Like, if there's a bump that looks like I should avoid that, I'm going to go into it just to try to shake the Stig free. Like, if we should slow down for this, I'm going to say and try to really just ram at it to go into it, and it did not work. And we should put some manual transmission on right here before we get stuck. Are we already stuck? No, we're good. So, like, right there was a bunch of shaking in the truck, and he's still there. Still holding on. Like, went right at those things and these rocks, and he's just holding on. Like I said, not trying to go over the rocks. I'm backing up and going over them multiple times trying to shake him off. It's like it's kind of funny. It's almost like a bull and a bull rider. Trying to shake the Stig off of the steering wheel. But I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I think the only way we would actually shake him off is if we did something that would damage the truck. Which was not exactly the goal. Well, I just wanted to see real quickly, but he seems like he's not really phased. So instead of doing this some more, I think we should go ahead and go and do one last thing. I remember somebody mentioned something interesting happens if you take off the bed of the truck, so we could do that real quickly. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but we'll find out soon enough. So somebody said if you take away the bed of the truck, things get crazy. Like he shakes around even more or something. Doesn't seem like it. Wait. Oh, he does lean over more, doesn't he? Except we don't have the off-road edition anymore, do we? Like, this suspension looks way too low. What happened? Off-road. Oh, whatever. I think we have an off-road front and the rear end is normal. That's, okay then. That's weird. What if we had no body even? I said no body. Oh, I said no bed. No, I said no body. There. This is definitely different. Wait, why are we in real automatic? Oh, okay. Somehow the engine things got changed now. We don't have many options here. We got automatic or real automatic. That's not made for off-roading. But look at the Stig. He has no steering wheel to even hold on to. He's so confused. And there's no engine sounds, which is really weird. He's just bouncing around inside of the invisible truck. That's the funny thing. He's bouncing around inside of the invisible truck. He's holding on to who knows what. I don't know what he's exactly doing. And this isn't really part of the realistic test, I know. I just wanted to see what would happen. But that'll do it then. I can't get rid of this Stig, so I guess I have to keep him. Until next time, this is WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.